Hello, Brave Awakened Ones. This is Veronica of Higher Realm Holistics, Lady V. Thank you, supporters, subscribers, and Patreons. Please share these videos with those who you think it might resonate with. If you're interested in any of my services, books, merch, t-shirts, webinars, sessions, and higher realm magic information and meditations, please visit higherrealmholistics.com. Good morning, Brave Awakened Ones. Lady V here, victory to the light. It is the 17th of January, and I have some revelations to share with you that I received from Yeshua this morning. It's very emotional for me when I'm with him, when he talks to me. Very emotional. And I had received this message from him when I first started back in 2012. Okay. December 21st, 2012. And then this message was reiterated to me in 2018 to prepare me for, because it was really going down, because this in 2018 was when it was the 8/8 Lionsgate. That is when I literally fell through. I felt like I was falling through the floor of my friend's bedroom. It hit me that much. And that was the first wave of this white goddess, Sophia, white queen, Sophia, Christed energy coming in, the divine feminine to bring in the balance. That's when I busted my head and couldn't move for 3 days. So I'm still like, I'm feeling it in my chakras right now. My chakras are like spinning, and like if I like lose my breath, that's why, because it's a bit much just giving out this message, because it's like I still feel his energy channeling through me so I can get this message out. Disclaimer: this is just what I am sharing with you guys. If it doesn't resonate, it simply doesn't resonate. I'm not here to argue. I'm not here to debate. I'm not here to tell anybody whatever they're seeing or heard is wrong. I simply don't care. Honestly, I'm just here to share my message and my revelation that was given to me. If you have the ears to hear and the eyes to see, that's great. Okay. I've had plenty of people who cussed me out a year or two ago are back now, who finally get it. Okay. Whew, let me catch my breath. It's a lot. So hang in with me. It's like my heart chakra and my solar plexus and heart chakra are like bananas right now. And I still feel my third eye is open. All of it is just going off. All right, let's get to the proper camera first. And let's start talking basics, concrete stuff, right? Seed is still doing the same thing they've been doing. They've been doing since the 4th or before. Yeah, since the 4th was when they started doing it. The beginning of this month, okay? They're still blocking the information, not allowing the information to come in. And then when they put in the information from these days, they're doctored. Missing clips that they don't want us to see. All right. Now, the Schumann resident was for the 16th, UTC was 68, and for the January 17, 8:30 a.m. UTC time, as you could see, here we go. This is very connected, my heart, to the message that I'm going to give right now. Clothes in white linen. That's what triggered it. I saw this, and then he gave me the revelations to share. And the clothes in white linens, he showed me this. Yeshua showed me this. So, it's amazing. As you could see, they blocked out all this time. It was blocked out. And I have a feeling they're going to block out again because they don't want us to see. Now, what I also asked, because I said, hey, because I'm usually on point, right? Now, yesterday I saw the 68. Today it's 67. It peaked the Schumann resonance. I said, hey, I thought that third blast was supposed to be hitting 90 plus. And I was shown that's why this was blacked out. So this was our 90 plus. They do not want us to see this. They being the Whore of Babylon, which is not a person. I'll explain that's part of it. We're going to go into it. So they block this, which they're blocking it again over here. They're going to block out several hours over here. I think, how many hours was that? Is that like over 12 hours, 16 hours, something like that? Long damn time was blocked out. That was the 90 plus Schumann that we're being edited. We're not being shown. Okay. So it hit 67. It's going to be riding high for a while, but this is what knocked me out over here. Yeah, this was what was, because this was on, bam, there you go. This was on, yeah, the 14th is what, yeah. This was on the 14th, the evening, when I made this video. So as you can see, that's when it started, okay? And it was completely blacked out after that. And here's the 68 from the January 16. It was at 14:30 UCT's time. Let's play this. Okay. But get a load of that. Okay? So they're trying their best to suppress the truth, hide the truth, and the purge has started. Dutch sense is gone because of all the earth activity. I'm still waiting on that 90. It's coming. It is aggravating, but that's okay. They keep disappearing from where I have it. And what did Lady V say? Number one, we got the third one in the 3 days, like I said. 68. Sure. Okay. Like I said, I was like thinking, hey, where's the 90 plus? I'm still waiting on it, which is the first thing I asked Yeshua when he came to me at like 3 o'clock this morning. And he said it already happened. That's why it was blacked out. So it is what it is. They blacked it out. All right. Now here we go. It's just, every time I look at it, my heart skips a beat. I feel the flutter in my heart every time I look at it. It's here. It's here, and it's, all right, let's go into it. I'm starting to get emotional. All right. First things first, to talk about the 144,000s. I know there's a cajillion theories out there, and yes, the light workers, we have the 144,000 code. All right. And what Yeshua guided me to was this. Now, yes, these are Bible verses that I'm going to read to you. Do not throw the baby out with the bathwater. Okay. Yes, all the holy books of all the religions have been manipulated to control the masses. All of it. But the majority, a lot of the Bible is written in code. And if you have the ears to hear and the eyes to see, you could decode it and understand it. Okay. They sprinkle in their lies. They do the manipulation with the truth, and that's how they can control you, because your mind's having a hard time discerning the truth from their inversions, and how they code word, like they change it around so you won't know it's really them, the Whore of Babylon entity that's going on. All right. First of all, let's explain what the Whore of Babylon is. The Whore of Babylon is the inversion of the bride of Christ. The brides of Christ. which the brides of Christ are the ones who are prepared to receive, to be the original conduits for the white queen goddess Sophia, divine feminine Christed energies. And those are the forerunners, which I am one of them. Okay. So God, when he said that to me, because I kept from the get-go, my first big ascension jump in 2012, he told me I was a bride of Christ. And I was like, what the heck does that mean? I've heard that since I grew up in Catholic school all my life, including Catholic college. I was like, huh? What is all that about? And then little by little, he revealed these little verses to me and translate them for me. And that was for me personally as a forerunner, preparing me for my role, which is why, well, I'll read the whole thing and then it goes very well for those who've been following me, understand that I've chastened myself, been celibate. Celibacy, chastening yourself is no sexual activity whatsoever, as in no masturbation, none of that. That was extremely important. He said that to make my vessel clean. And then different types of fasts that I had to do to purge and cleanse, blah, blah. And that was going on since actually that started August of 2012. That started August of 2012. And then September 21st of 2012 is when I had that first huge apparition and everything like that at, like 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. So yes, I have been chastening myself celibate since that time. And it was in preparation to be that bride, one of the brides of Christ, to be one of the original receivers of this energy. I have visual aid. Okay. Now this is really cool because this is the way it was explained to me. Like, this is the divine Christed, divine feminine Christed Sophia, goddess, white queen energy coming in. And think of these spigots right here. Each of these represents the brides of Christ, the forerunners who are set up to be the original receivers of this energy. Okay, these are the forerunners. And then it trickles through. These are the second wavers. It trickles through. These are the third wavers. And it trickles through to the human collective to awaken. Don't you love that visual aid? Because I say to my oversoul and I say to all the guides that come to me, all the masters, listen, I'm in this density. So I need you to shout, scream, and yell and hold up flashcards and make it real, to kiss it. Keep it simple, stupid. To kiss it for me, because I need it rudimentary level so I can understand what the heck is going on. Okay, I said, don't talk to me in parables. Don't make it fancy. Make it plain. Brooklyn English. That's what I need. And so that is the way I receive it. So that's the way I give it out. With lots of visual aid. I always ask for visual aid. So this is the energy coming in, the divine Christed feminine energy coming in to the earth. Here's the human collective, the heart of, and like, this is like the funnel. This is the conduit into the heart of Gaia, into the heart of the earth, the new frequencies, okay, to raise the frequencies. So these are the forerunners up here, the brides of Christ who are prepared for this. And then this is why I told you guys, whoever joined in that meditation with me, that it was a 12-hour fast that was recommended to be the best receiver as possible for these energies, at least a 12-hour fast. So this is the second wavers, and these are the third wavers. Okay, so that's why some of you guys got hit harder than others, received more of the energy. I'm seeing the weirdest reflection going on right now in my eyes. I can't even tell you. I'm just going to ignore it and keep going. So it's distracting because it's like I'm peering into the ethereal. So seeing this, sorry, let me get myself together. Again, this is the energy coming in, forerunners, the brides of Christ, going to the second wavers, third wavers, going to the human collective. Okay, great visual aid. Okay, where am I going now? All right, that's later on. No, I cannot believe I just closed that. Holy crap. Okay, that was this. We'll open that up. Yeah, we're going to hit that. We're going to hit that big time. All right. Again, don't throw the baby out with the bathwater just because these are Bible verses. It's about deciphering and understand the way they have it coded. Okay? So this is talking about, that's the bride of Christ. We're going to talk about the 144,000, which are the light workers. And the forerunners are included in the light workers. Okay, so it's forerunners, which are the first wavers, second, and third wavers. All right, and I'm not going to answer questions like, oh, how do I know which one I am? If you're asking, then you weren't part of it. Okay, or you were very asleep to it. So, you know, do your research. I literally have 478 videos that were made since 2018. Go back and refer to it. Look up, be guided, okay? And of course, not just me, whoever you're guided to watch and listen to. Those are very rudimentary questions that if you don't know those answers by now, and remember I said, that's what we're all preparing for this moment, to receive this divine feminine Christed energy, to be grounded into Gaia, into Earth, to meet the divine masculine, to have that balance. If you're asking these questions, that means you were not ready for it. That's all. Just means you weren't ready for it. The mantle went to somebody else who had to be part of it, who was ready for it if you weren't ready for it. That's all. Okay. So we're going to read about the 144,000, and I will tell you how Yeshua put it out to me. I'll read the NRV. There's the King James and the NRV. So this is more simple, the NRV. All right. The Lamb, which is Yeshua, and he's the Lamb, because they call him the Lamb of God, which the Lamb is the sacrifice. Ooh, woo, big ring in my ear. Totally changed the volume. So Yeshua is the Lamb of God. He's the one who grounded in he brought the Christed light energy, the divine masculine Christed light energy into earth. And now we just did it. We did it. We did it. The portal opened on the 10th of January, and it came through on the 12th with that great alignment. And yes, Sirius played a very important part of that. That was because I was told, and I didn't mention it before because it wasn't on the chart, the astrological chart that I made. Sirius played a very important part because that is where the Nazarene tribe originated from, which is what I was told. Again, that's just what I was told, is what I'm saying. So that is where, and Jesus is part of that Nazarene tribe. Part of my soul is from the Nazarene tribe. That's where the Essenes hail from, and that's part of Sirius. That's part of the Sirius group. So yes, Sirius is, I don't know if still is in the constellation of Capricorn, was there also for that day. Woo! Oh my God, vortexing. All right. Holy cow. That would have knocked me off my chair because the sound in my ear just changed, shot to the other side, and just put me in a loop just now. Okay. So the Lamb, which I just said who the Lamb is, and the 144,000 light workers. All right. Verse 14, Revelations, verse 14. Okay. Then I looked, and there before me was the Lamb, standing on Mount Zion, and with him 144,000 who had his name and his father's name written on their foreheads. Okay, we're going to take it bit by bit. Okay, this first bit right here. We know who the Lamb is. The Lamb is Yeshua, who brought in the divine masculine Christed energies to earth. Okay, not just to earth, to this solar system. Is like earth is like serving like the main point where that energy radiates out to the entire, but we're the ones who've been held in prison using Saturn, capturing the Saturn energy to subjugate the Earth energy. I explained that in previous videos. Please go look it up, okay? And standing on Mount Zion. Earth is Mount Zion. That's what it was shown to me. Earth is Zion, okay? And with him, the 144,000, which are the light workers, who had his name, and who had his name, meaning we are service to others. We're one in the Holy Spirit. We are the embodiment of the Christed energy, okay? And his father's name written on his forehead, which is the third eye opening, the true third eye. And I will show you how the children of Babylon, they're doing a false third eye, okay? Because they're the inversion. And everything for them is, since they don't have the light to really activate their third eye, everything is external. They use external means to do it. They manipulate others to do it. Again, they're not creators, they're imitators, because they don't have enough light to create or to open up their third eye. So that's the father, who has his name and the father's name written on their foreheads. The father is source creator, Father, Mother, God, source creator. Where's the picture of Yeshua? Now, this is the representation of being illumined, of having your third eye opened, of having that connection between source and yourself, that oneness. And again, I say this is the lower heart chakra. This is the upper heart chakra, which that energy that came in the other day worked on this and merged the two. Okay. And this connects us to earth. This connects us, as it is above, so it is below. Okay. So that's what's going on with that. All right, so I explained that first verse. And I heard a sound from heaven like the roar of rushing waters and like a loud peal of thunder. The sound I heard was like that of harpists playing their harps. And they sang a new song before the throne and before the four living creatures and the elders. No one could learn the song except for the 144,000 who had been redeemed from the earth. And this is the song. God. Oh my God, let me not get emotional. This is the song. The new frequencies. That's the song. The new frequency of earth. The different hertz. That's the song. Okay, guys? Let's shut this. That's the song that only we, as light workers, can hear. No one could learn the song except for the 144 who had been redeemed from the earth. We're in it, but we're not of it. Star seeds. In it, but not of it. We breathe. These are those who did not defile themselves with women. Now, this is the where the children of Babylon, the ones who manipulated the Bible, how they twisted it. Did not defile themselves with women. It means did not defile themselves with the whore of Babylon. What is the whore of Babylon, you ask? I'll tell you. This is what women. The women means the whore of Babylon, which is the opposite of the white queen, divine, feminine, Christed energy. The whore of Babylon is it's a combination, okay? It's three. It is the deep state, which is the military, the cabal, which controls the money, and the Illuminati, which controls the culture and sexual energy. Okay, you got that? It's the deep state, the cabal, the Illuminati. The deep state, military. Cabal, money. Illuminati, cultural, spiritual, cultural, that under cultural falls spiritual, falls the mind, falls the spirit, falls all of that. So that's what the Illuminati is all about. Okay, so you got that? And that is the whore of Babylon. Defile themselves with women. They switched that around. This is the whore of Babylon. That's what they mean. That's what that verse means. For they remain virgins. As light workers, we see past this. We're not falling for the whore of Babylon bit. Okay? They follow the Lamb wherever he goes. We stay within the Christed energy. They were purchased from among mankind and offered as first fruits to God and the Lamb. As the light workers, we came down as a group. Well, like I said, some of us are much older than others. But, excuse me, oh, it's like my solar plexus is going bananas. And no lie was found in their mouths. They are blameless. Again, we're not fooled by the whore of Babylon. Okay. And you have to, don't think of just this time. Our souls were specifically made for a time such as this. That's the way Yeshua always put it to me. When I first started asking, what am I? He said, your soul was made for a time such as this. You've been preserved. Because I said so many times I should have died, by the hands of my own mother, by the hands of others. Why didn't you just let me die? I used to beg for death because of what I was going through as a child. And I kept hearing, you are being preserved for a time such as this. You're being preserved for a time such as this. All right. So those of us who made it to this point to ground in this divine Christed feminine energy, we are preserved for a time such as this. Okay. No matter what. You could be sleeping in your car, and if you did it, you were preserved for a time such as this. All right. So that's really important right there. So you could understand what's going on with you as a light worker, as one of the 144,000. What else? Okay, let's read verse 8 here. A second angel followed and said, fallen, fallen is Babylon the Great, which made all the nations drink the maddening wine of her adulterers. Okay, again, Babylon is not a person. The whore of Babylon is not a person. All right, this is the great Babylon, which is the whore of Babylon. And then you have also, refers to, like, they're like a nation amongst themselves. We all know this, okay? And of course, the Illuminati falls under, the Vatican falls under the Illuminati section, all right? So as we know, the children of Babylon are scattering, hiding wherever they could hide, because we've grounded in the energies and their end is nigh. All right. You could read the rest of it, because, yeah, that's what I really wanted to cover. He goes into the harvesting, but I spoke about the harvesting already, so you could go back and that was just a week or two ago. I spoke about the harvesting in December. Alrighty. So now we're going into understanding. I'm trying to deal with these energies. It's so intense right now. I'm just trying to stay on this chair and not fall off. So have patience with me. Now we're going into the brides of Christ. All right, which, as I said, is right here, the forerunners, the brides of Christ. This is Revelations 19, verses 7 through 9. Let us rejoice and exult and give him the glory, for the marriage of the Lamb has come, and his bride has made herself ready. It was granted to her the cloth. It was granted to clothe her. God. All right, yo, I need easy on this energy. Let us rejoice and exult and give him the glory, for the marriage of the Lamb has come, and his bride has made herself ready. It was granted to her to clothe herself with fine linen, bright and pure. For the fine linen is the righteous deeds of the saints. And the angel said to me, write this, blessed are those who are invited to the marriage supper of the Lamb. And he said to me, these are the trusted words of God. Okay. So now the bride, I mean, they have it singular here, but it's really plural. But also you could see there aren't as many up here as they are down here. There is a difference. There aren't as many forerunners, of course, that they are third wavers or second wavers or in the collective. That's why it's like this. Okay. My whole body is vortexing right now and just vibrating like crazy. So I'm just trying to maintain myself, guys. So the brides of Christ, the forerunners, had to prepare themselves, and we've been preparing ourselves for a minute, some of us longer than others. Of course, there are those who have been preparing themselves for like 20 years, you know, way before 2012 for this moment. I was triggered in 2012 to start preparing for this moment. All right. And that for me, part of that preparation was being celibate and chastening myself and doing special fasts and special diets up until this point to prepare my vessel completely to be a bride of Christ. And those who are blessed are those who are invited to the marriage supper of the Lamb. The marriage supper of the Lamb was, when we first started grounding in these energies, was on the 12th. That was the marriage supper of the Lamb. That was grounding in the White Queen, Goddess Sophia, divine feminine Christed energies. That was the marriage of the Lamb. And those of us who held those meditations on the 10th and the 12th, we're the forerunners, the ones who were holding it. And those who joined in, you guys were the second wavers and the third wavers. You were those who were invited to the supper. You were invited to the wedding. Blessed are those who were invited to the marriage supper. So the second and third wavers were invited to the marriage supper of the Lamb. Okay. Now, when it comes to, now this is the truly illumined, okay? The truly enlightened, the true third eye and the sacred heart fire igniting, okay? Now this is the false, this is Babylon. First, I'm going to play what I said back in August of 2019. Here we go.
In their brains. So just know it. And I was shown the chip was little. It was this little long cylindrical chip. So very much like the one they're trying to implant on people now, but they inject it in here. It's injected in. It's not a big surgery. It is put in like back here somewhere. Okay, so just know that.
Okay, that's what I said, NRV 39. Okay, and there it is. There it is. That is where they're putting it in. They started with just a hand, remember that? And there it is. That is where they're putting it in. Remember, I've been talking about, which I'm feeling like crazy right now, that chakra in the base of your neck is extremely important because the energy goes through that chakra in the base of your neck, right there at your head, and goes, it's angled. So it goes this way. It goes from the base of your neck through your third eye and then comes out over here. So of course, the fakes, they use computers to do that, right? They use External means we are the innovation. Those who choose to ascend, our bodies are transformed. Be transformed through the light, right? We are transformed. So we are the technology. They need external technology. They need external means. All right. And this is how they're going to control those who are stupid enough to buy into the lies of the Whore of Babylon. Okay. They will be implanted like fools. They'll start with that and they will go with that. They will be implanted. This is also known as the mark of the beast, right? And like I said, it's implanted through here, the base, which is where that important chakra is, and it goes like that. It's like, it goes like this. Like, here it is. It goes like bam, like this. And this is how, the reason why it's there, so it can control your third eye. That's what it's doing. So it can control your third eye. It control your awakening. So that's why they're putting it there. All right. So yeah. And this is the collective that receive. So it wasn't that bad. It wasn't that long. Okay, guys. So it wasn't that bad. It wasn't that long. So I hope I made some sense. Please do your own research. If you want it, you will find it. There, of course, I'm not the only forerunner. There are plenty out there. Find who you resonate with. Again, I have, over 477 videos available for you to, I just felt something pass through me, for you guys to dive into. And of course, it's not too late. It's just that there was a certain time you need to be prepared to take on that certain mantle, to be part of the team that was serving as conduits to ground in the Christed energy. This energy, the divine feminine Christ energy I showed, was shown to me, is going to keep going until January 1st, the January 1st of 2022. Okay. So from 2022 to 2025, everybody is not ascending. That's all I have to say. All right. So yes, if you're lagging behind, if you still think of yourself as, if you call yourself a light worker, I mean, of course, there are different tiers of light workers, as you could see, and it has nothing to do with hierarchy, but go read the Kabbalion. Okay. That's all I have to say. You need the ears to hear and the eyes to see. It's like comparing someone with a PhD to somebody entering kindergarten. Of course, there is a difference. Okay, of course. And those who are saying, oh, but we're all one and there's no da. Okay, again, ears to hear and the eyes to see. Take that somewhere else. Guys, there's a lot of misleading people out there. Those commercials that come on before the spiritual videos or the truther videos, they're trying to mislead you. And I even noticed there was one commercial that really just burnt me up that I saw. It was a young Black guy. He was like early 20s, late teens, and he was talking about what it means to be awakened, and what it means to be a targeted individual. And this was an actor, but he was like walking in the streets, looked like he was like somewhere in the South Bronx. And he was like, sagging, looking all hoodified and everything, and talking all hood. He's like, yeah, target individuals, da da da. And he's walking with the camera. It's like, miss me with that bullshit. Seriously. I can't wait for my serious level up. I'm still on the building the foundations point right now, with the new office. Again, it's taking another phase. I'll let you guys know when I know. I'm just allowing my higher self. I'm the embodiment of my higher self. I'm allowing my oversoul to just steer the way, because your oversoul has the bigger view, and I'm just following along. I just cannot wait to get in that game. That's all I got to say. It's stuff that's been given to me since 2012, and it's a lot bigger than me just teaching some, rescue medicine. That might not even happen. It's a lot to go through. But again, surrender. Just when you thought you surrendered, surrender again and go for your highest, because that's what I did. And it's just unfolding before my eyes, and I'm just sitting back like this. Okay. Yes, please, and thank you. Just got off a phone call. Yes, please, and thank you. That's all I could say about that. All right, everyone. Lady V out. We already have the victory. All right. Bye. Peace. Much love. Mwah, and sugar.